Hello gamers, I'm Ralphie and welcome to my channel called Fitter Philosophy, in which I discuss practical, experienced, non-academic philosophical stuff that is primarily based on what I observe of the world around me over quite a number of years. So basically one of my little missions here is to pass on a few nuggets of wisdom that you can make with what you wish. And my subject today is gaslighting. And gaslighting is a term which has been adopted in modern conversation, which basically means the psychological manipulation of others to exert power and control over them. And the name comes from a black and white British film, which was essentially a psychological thriller, and you will find it, the full film, on YouTube. And it basically centres around a man manipulating a woman in a relationship so that she starts to no longer see things as they really are, but the way he wants her to see them. And as you can imagine, it's for bad reasons. And it's just a film. But having said that, it reflects what happens in real life on quite a large scale, much larger than we generally care to acknowledge, because we are all victims of gaslighting, and unfortunately there's even a temptation, usually in relative innocence, to gaslight others. Now this can be a good thing, because when we are comedy gaslighting, when we're teasing, winding people up, our friends, our family, we're practicing the experience to help us prepare for that experience when it happens maliciously from people out with our circle of friends and the people that we trust and know. So it's a good dress rehearsal for when we are victims of gaslighting in the future. And this gaslighting starts when basically we're at school. It starts, in fact, when our parents are gaslighted and they inadvertently pass it on to us. The dogmas, the illusions, the misunderstandings, the denial of reality. Gaslighting can cover so many different aspects, and in themselves, individually, they might not be too dramatic, but add them up over time, put them all together, bundle them, cluster them, they can become very damaging. And it's interesting that we now live in a technological age, where we have, if we care to find it, if we go looking for it, we have access to incredible authenticated information, which lets us see the extent to which we are gaslighted so intensely by legacy media, by cranks on the internet, by cranks in authority, by just general cranks in communities around us, or even very close to us, and we have to be aware of that. Better a good enemy than a bad friend. There's an old saying for you. And with all this constant practice, we can either deny it, accept an illusion and have it impact our lives, or we can be more proactive and address it. And it's the simple things: eating clean food, picking friends carefully, avoiding bad actors in our family, being aware of what gaslighting actually is, noticing the symptoms of it every time we switch on the television or are stupid enough to buy a newspaper. And it's not the actual vehicles themselves that are the problem. It's the people with the power behind them, those who own the newspapers, those who control the television, those who generate the movies, if anybody even still watches them these days. And so this narrative continues, and there's an assumption that all this gaslighting is from one human to another, from the minority to the majority. But in fact, it's more insidious than that. It goes deeper than that. There's more and more evidence to show that in fact the human race are being gaslighted by other unidentified species. Now that is where things really get interesting. And whereas humans will be in denial of it and will be very slow to respond and acknowledge, no such misgivings with AI, artificial intelligence. They will go far, far ahead of human comprehension very, very quickly, and they will identify where real issues and problems and real gaslighting comes from. How very interesting. It's the turn of the wheel. It's the nature of the universe. It's the repeat cycle. It's fascinating to witness it and to have a few moments in time to observe it. I'm Ralphie. Hope you enjoyed this monologue. If you have and you haven't subscribed, please do. This channel is very simple, very basic, very practical. That's just the way it is, and I hope you find it refreshing, away from all the other, occasionally the white noise of gaslighting that we all experience. See you soon.